Hello everybody and welcome back to the Trading Setup channel. My name's Niku and on this channel we explore the world of trading. Now today we're going to trade with a few indicators. The strategy is a little bit more complex than the strategies we usually discuss on this channel, but having some extra indicators is going to give us additional data to analyze and give us extra confirmation for our entries. Now remember, simply adding more indicators to your chart is not going to make you trade better. Some of these indicators work very well together, while others are more or less the same. This can be very confusing for beginners, and that's exactly why I created my Telegram group. It's completely free and you can join right now by clicking the link in the description below or scanning the QR code on the screen. In there you'll find tons of educational material that will help you on your trading journey. But for now, let's get the platform set up and dive into the strategy. Okay, let's get our platform set up and I'm going to explain the strategy and then we can start looking for trade entries. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 4 indicators to our chart. The first two, we're going to add 2 moving averages. So we're just going to click the moving average twice. We can see that it's added 2 moving averages there. Next up, we're going to add the parabolic stop and release. We're going to add that and then we're going to add the stochastic oscillator. So we've added the indicators, but we're going to change all of the values. So let's do that quickly now. We're going to set our first moving average to 7. And I'm just going to make the line a little thicker here. Next moving average is going to go to 17. And again, I'm just changing the line width. There we go. So now we've got 2 moving averages. And next up, we're going to change the parabolic stop and release. We're going to add an 8 behind each value. And that's it. And then last thing we're going to do is we're going to change our oscillator value to 16. Okay, so the K period for the stochastic oscillator is changed to 16. D period and smoothing is going to remain at 3. And now our indicators are added. We also want to make sure that we have our candle time on 30 seconds. And we want to make sure that our expiry time is on 1 minute. What we're going to do here is a 2-step process. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the moving averages. The moving averages will tell us if we are in a decent trend or if the market is ranging. So when we see that the moving averages keep crossing regularly like this, market isn't in a strong trend. But when we see the moving averages running like this and moving away from each other, this is telling me we are in a very strong upwards move. So we're going to look for areas like this. So we have downward moves like this and we have the upwards move like this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look for areas. If we are in an upwards move, we're only going to look for buy trades, and if we are in a downwards move, we're only going to look for sell trades. This is a continuation strategy, so we're not going to look for reversal trades, but rather we're going to go look for trades that's in the direction of the current move. So we would have a entry here where price was running upwards, my moving averages were apart from each other, and then we had a little pullback. And you can see we broke the parabolic stop and release here, and it changed to the top side of the candles. So when we are moving downwards, the parabolic stop and release will run above the candles, and when we're moving upwards, they will run below the candles. So we broke the parabolic stop and release support basically. But then price moved back up and we broke the resistance again. So what we're going to look for is when we have this break here, again in the direction of the current move, I can see that my moving averages are opening up. My stochastic crossed up as well when we broke through that parabolic there. My stochastic made an upwards cross, and that would be a buy signal for me. So if I took a 1 minute buy here, this is 30-second candles, my trade would have closed somewhere on this candle, which would have been a good trade. So that's what we're going to look for. We actually had a nice example here as well while I was talking. We broke through, and then came back down again, and we broke the parabolic support because now we're in a downwards move, so we're looking only for sell trades. And if you took a sell trade here as soon as the parabolic was broken, we can also see that the stochastic has already turned down. When that happened, it was on that candle there. The stochastic has already turned down, so we could have taken a sell trade there, a 1 minute sell trade, and we would have been, that would have been a good trade as well. That is the principle of the strategy. And now that we've got our chart set up and we understand how the strategy works, we can look for some trade entries. Okay, so we're going to look for some trade entries now. And the way we're going to do this is I'm just going to flip through a bunch of assets, because if I have to wait on one asset for an entry, it's going to take quite a bit of time. As we can see, we don't get a lot of an entry every few minutes on a single asset, but if we skip through a few assets, we will definitely pick up some trades. So that's just what we're going to do. The moving averages here are intertwining. This is very erratic at the moment, so I'm not going to, if an asset looks like this, I'm not going to take it into consideration. I'll wait for I'll wait and find an asset that's trending very nicely and see if we can pick up some trades. Okay, so this is trending very nicely and we are pushing upwards. We'll keep that, we'll make a note of that, and we'll see if we can find entries. So here's something that's setting up. Okay, so we are in a downwards move. My moving averages are far apart from each other right now, and we can see that we broke the top SAR and then we just broke the bottom one as well. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's put that there. So as you can see, price broke. Where are we? Oh no, we pushed through the SAR on this candle here. So my SAR came switched to the bottom, telling me we are moving upwards, but immediately afterwards we broke it again to the bottom side. So this is a sell signal for me, and because we are moving in a downwards move, I am only taking sell signals. And there we go. Let's change that back so we can see the current chart. We've got 24 seconds left on this trade, and as it stands, this looks like it's going to be a very good trade. Let's just see what happens. 10 seconds left, and there you go. That was so quick finding this trade. Let's see if we can find another one. Just zoom out a bit so I can get a better view. No, wait, what am I doing? There we go. We might actually get a trade here. We are moving downwards. We did break the parabolic. I don't like the way it's so close here at the moment. So if I don't like a trade too much, if the setup looks a bit too sloppy for me, I have no problem just skipping that trade at all. We'll skip it and we'll look for the next entry. We had a very strong downwards move here. This might be the beginning, but I doubt it. This is probably going to push upwards. We're seeing price made a new high here. It didn't make a new low, so this is probably where it's going to be turning now. Keep going to the wrong place. Oh, we missed it by a sell trade here. Just by a few seconds, but it's okay. We'll find some more. So this is not clearly not an area where I'm going to look for trades, but there was a beautiful sell trade here. Let's see if we can find another asset. Okay, so we are in a downwards move. Price is making new lows, and my moving averages are quite apart, quite far away from each other. They are not closing in at the moment, and there's a very good chance we're going to break the parabolic stop and release here. Let's see if we do. As soon as price, there we go, we did break it. Now we're going to sit and wait and see if we break it to the downside. If we do break this to the downside, we're going to enter a sell trade. My stochastic is crossing down again. We are still in the oversold zone, but I need to wait for this to break. Okay, so I'm not going to take a trade before it breaks. We're only going to take a trade once it breaks. There it goes. It broke. We can see it switched back to the top side. Now I'm just taking a sell trade because we are in a downwards move. My moving averages are nice and nicely apart from each other, showing me that we are moving downwards. And now I just have to wait for the 1 minute expiry to run out and finish this trade. Lovely red candles. We are halfway through this trade. Now we just need to wait for it to run out. waiting patiently, but it's looking good. 18 seconds left. Chances of this pushing up is not zero, but very, very small. Few seconds left, and that should be it. There we go. Another successful trade. So I'm only looking when price is going downwards. I'm only looking for sell trades. Remember that. Please keep in mind, this is not a reversal strategy. This is a continuation strategy. So we are simply continuing in the direction that price is currently moving. Let's see if we can find another one. Now let's just zoom out a bit so I can get a nicer view. Let's start at the top again. This is changing direction. Changing direction. This is moving downwards, but we are far from the parabolic. Changing direction, no use. So you'll see I completely avoid movement like this. I'm not even taking these trades into consideration. So if the market is, if price is ranging like this, you know, simply go to the next asset and see what you can find. I think we did a trade on this just now. This is an asset where we might get an entry in a few minutes, not necessarily now. So let's see if we can find something else in the meantime. Again, we might get a setup here sometime in a few minutes, but not at the moment. Okay, so now that those payouts are getting too low, so let's. Sometimes you're going to need to be patient, but this is true for any strategy that you use. There is no strategy in this world that will give you a trade a minute or every 2 minutes. You're probably doing it wrong if you're trading that much. Patience is required, and we need to stick to our strategy. Okay, so we got a possible setup here. My stochastic is crossing downwards again, and we're probably going to see it move into the oversold zone again. And as soon as we break the PSAR here, parabolic stop and release, then I will take a sell entry. If this pushes up, obviously I won't get a trade, but let's see what happens. I'm just going to sit on this for a minute or two, or for a few seconds, and see if this does decide to go up or decides to go down. It doesn't mean that because the parabolic's formed here that we will continue downwards. It only means that if we do hit it right now, I'll take a sell trade. But for all I know, price could just continue moving upwards from here. We don't try to predict what price will do, because most of the time we're going to be wrong. If we try to predict, we are simply looking at what my indicators is showing me, and I'm following what price is doing. So we're going to need to be patient. My stochastic did make a bearish cross, but it's crossing bullish again now. I don't think we're going to get a trade. You might, moving average is also in the process of crossing. So let's not waste time sitting on that and hoping it will give us an entry. Instead, we'll look for something that's willing to give us an entry. Just really look at, no, we didn't break upwards there. It looks like price has turned here, and we are starting to move upwards. We did break the parabolic, and we are in parabolic, shows we're in a downwards move, but my stochastic is very high, so it's bullish. It's way above the 50 line, so I consider this being bullish. And if I break the parabolic here, I will take a buy entry in the direction, because we are moving upwards. And then I'll just there we go, we broke it. So a 1 minute buy in the direction that price is moving. My stochastic made a bullish cross as well. It's heading back into the overbought zone, and now again I'm just waiting for the expiry to run out. There we go. I would like to see some more green. Keep pushing. It's beautiful. Just passed halfway through this trade, 20 seconds left on it. And this is the kind of green I'd like to see when I'm in a buy trade. A few seconds left on this, and we're done. Great trade. And I hope you guys understand how this works now. I hope I explained it clearly. It is very simple. It's going to take some practice to get used to it. But it is actually a fairly simple strategy once you understand it. And once you understand also that it is a continuation strategy, not a reversal. So we never take reversal trades. If price is going down, we're taking sells. If price is going up, we're taking buys. But yeah, that's it. And now you know how the strategy works. If you realize you need more information than from my videos or my free Telegram group, I invite you to join my pro trading community. You can simply send me a message by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the description below, and I'll ask you a few simple questions and invite you into the private group. It is completely free, but spaces are limited, so make sure you join today. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, may the pips be with you.